So, I've done a little bit of work. Let's see if I can... Dang it. So this is my, like, boat system thing. I was working on the aesthetics of it a second ago. This is my boat highway, I guess I could call it. Kind of inspired by ethos stuff again. This is bothering me. This needs to be centered. Step 1 to playing Minecraft. Become just a little bit obsessive compulsive. Although I would hardly call this obsessive compulsion. To some degree, maybe. So let's test it out. I accidentally did that? Oops. Okay. Now, if I've probably already showed you, but if I, like, go forward, I will actually go a little bit too fast, and I will eventually phase through the bottom of the highway. And the boat will break. We do not want that. I'm not really sure how to avoid that, though. As you can see, there's another boat over here. And, what? Okay. So, this is like an even area where, you know, I can just direct the boats back over here. I would have a current, like, kind of auto-load them this way. But I find it's more reliable to just do it myself. To just push them around. Cause, yeah, reasons. Stuff like that. I don't want the boats to bump into each other and just, you know, a lot of pressure and then break. This is where I'm getting all the wood for this. But yeah, that's the boat highway. I did it come in this way, and it took a while to build too, but I did it come in this way because I kind of need like a desert, and if I'm gonna do like a highway in the overworld, I'm gonna do a boat highway because using rails is like crazy. Oh, and I did some more work on this. I'll show you that in a second. So, we've got this nice facade. Very pretty, very pretty. And either side of the street is just going to be full of these. And then we have little block kind of spaces between the actual facades that we can make into like alleyways maybe to try and capitalize on the natural bend of the terrain. As long as it's, you know, not too bad. Because generally we want everything to be kind of flattened out. Deep. Oh, this is like a kind of a pseudo dock. I did a lot of testing to try and put together a dock design that was kind of clever. So I had a piston right here. And you would come in on the boat and it would trigger a pressure plate that would push the boat up with a piston. Normally, if you do the boat and you come in here, you actually get hurt from fall damage for some reason. So the piston actually, like, prevented that. And then when you got out of the boat just kind of, like, stayed in place with, you know, some water here coming around this way. Don't know why I did that. I guess its momentum was just kind of canceled by the piston and the water and the empty spot of water here. The pressure plate was. But I had a problem where if I got into the boat, it would trigger the piston and instantly kill me. I didn't even know that was possible. good. Good. Oops. No! Come on. I need a better way to... Okay, so I added a rail in here, as you can see. Just a, little thing to help, help get across here quicker. I need to add something over this way to make it a little bit quicker too. I'm gonna destroy these. I don't like the way this looks. If I'm gonna have a highway, it's gonna be the boat highway because the rails are like super resource intense. If I'm gonna use rails, the only place I'm gonna use rails is gonna be in the nether. Railway system going through there. But if I'm gonna, do an overworld highway, it's gonna be the boat. It takes a long time to do the boat highway, I will admit, but once it's actually established, it's, pretty quick, pretty resource light, like all highways, I suppose. I'm just gonna have to, like, create kind of, like, shorter sections where, it's almost like a subway system. You go to the section and then you stop and you pick up a boat on a new highway. And of course there has to be 2 lanes because I couldn't condense this anymore without freaking the boats out. So I just gotta let it run. And okay, well, if I'm not centered, it doesn't really like it. So this is not the most reliable highway, but if you have multiple boats, then it's fine. And if you center yourself correctly, it's fine. I think you have to center yourself against this wall or something. But yeah. I need a desert, because I need sand for building. I want to use it in building the facades for the block style city, because I think it makes a good kind of like dingy good skeleton. It kind of makes a nice dingy texture for the, that. I don't really know what direction to explore in to find a desert, but I think I'm just gonna go in that direction, and yeah. But first I kind of wanted to make this highway look more aesthetic. I've already worked on it on one side, but I haven't gotten the pillars in the water down fully, and I'm gonna have to make pillars on the other side too. So, and this entire bay area is still traversable by boat, of course, to make things quicker. In fact, it may be worth using a boat to try and build those supports. I really want to play some modern Minecraft, but I'm waiting for 1.21 to come out. So I'm gonna work on this aesthetically, then I might do some exploring, and I'll see you later. Alright, so in the future, let it be noted that these things need to be 3 blocks wide, because if they're not 3 blocks wide, it's easy to break the boat. If it's 3 blocks wide, oh, there we go, then I can actually use the water streams to kind of center the boat in the middle block. But as it stands, if this thing hits either side of this highway, yeah, it's gonna break. So this is these are the results of what I've been doing here recently. Got some more facades going. I've greatly improved some of these. Added these little things. I didn't want to do that, actually. I wanted to make it so this was all very blocky. As blocky as I could get it. But I just kind of started going crazy with softening these edges. Can't help it, I guess. We got this nice little alleyway here. Nothing beyond there. It's the start of an alleyway here. But that's about it for progress here. Oh, also I changed out the sand here for light gray wool. I was thinking it might be a good idea to try and make a squid farm. So I could get more ink sacs, so I can get more light gray dye for the sheep. But honestly, it's not that hard to get. Ink sacs. I don't think it really justifies having an entire farm off of it. So I'm gonna try to make a what's it called? Passive mob farm. So that is going to require a desert. Gladly, I have a desert. Only problem with said desert is that it's a little bit of another trip away. So next project is going to be working on another rail system for that, which fortunately I have already begun work on. Alright. Nether. Going to... Okay, so what I did was I made a staircase up from where my nether portal was before, and I relocated it to a higher Y level, and then did some excavation, and now I'm prettying up the place. Wasted an entire diamond pick on what I'm about to show you, when really what I should have done is just use stone pickaxes. I also wasted several iron pickaxes. Again, should have just used stone. But this is what I got so far. Very nice, very nice. So this tunnel does go all the way to about the coordinates that I'm looking for the desert. I already have another portal out of the desert. So yeah, once we get to the desert and I finish this railway system here, we can start lighting up caves in the desert. We can use it for sand. And then we can make a mob farm in the desert. And once we have a mob farm in the desert, I can start to figure out how I want to handle sorting creepers. So you can't make a creeper farm in this version. So I mean, there's got to be some way to sort creepers from other mobs, and I could probably just look it up, but man, I don't want to. So I'm gonna do some experimentation. My current theory is that maybe the creepers can oh, and I finished the little struts here. Maybe the creepers can be filtered out by like maybe killing the... No. But I may just have to settle for keeping the zombie and skelly drops together with the creeper drops. But the end goal here is get a nice gunpowder source going, because we love TNT, and that's gonna be fuel for our TNT cannons, you know? I also want to get a passive mob farm going. The desert is the desert is the best place to do that, because there's not all this grass all around. It's just sand. So if I can get some grass out there in large enough quantities, then all the passive mobs will be spawning in this kind of farm. So yeah, that's the goal of that. And why do I want a passive mob farm, you may ask? Well, here's the thing. I need wool. I need a lot of wool. And I don't really care about getting the pork chops, honestly, or the leather. The leather is kind of useless. But the wool, I do want. So what I need is a system that just kind of spawns the mobs, brings them to me. I can, you know, then shear them or whatever, and then dispose of them. Now, I might could just like funnel them into like a little holding area and then like manually kill them. Make this, I mean, I'm already gonna have to be shearing them manually. So why not just, you know, make the whole process somewhat less impersonal and, you know, actually take them out myself. But I don't know. We'll design something. My main goal is to design machines that do really weird stuff. I don't know what that all entails currently, but I know TNT cannons are going to be on the list. So look forward to that. Think I'm gonna end this video with a little bit of, you know what this thing is in need of? This thing is just asking for a ladder going up it. I need to make another highway going from over there to over here. Just a little one. Because that's very convenient from getting there to over this part without having to walk all the way right there. But it's inconvenient having to walk over here. Not that inconvenient, but you know, just enough. And there we go. Pretty nice view. Good view of the unfurling over there. I really need some kind of sign off, don't I? Other than ciao. I'll think of something. Maybe you could suggest something, actually, but maybe I could just steal Etho's, bye-bye now. Take care.